Downsizing means giving things up. Downsizing means settling. Downsizing means admitting that this chapter is over, right? What if I told you that it's almost never how it feels? What if I told you that the majority of people I work with, people who were terrified of this move, who really resisted it for years, come back to me after and say the same thing. I wish I had done this sooner. Not because the house was not worth loving, but because what came next was not a smaller life, but it was a better fit. Sometimes it was a bigger life. More travel, more time with family and the grandkids, more freedom with their friends. I'm Lori Morrow, and I'm a realtor and senior real estate specialist serving Westchester and Fairfield counties. I guide homeowners 60 and over through the process of selling their home and finding the next one seamlessly, calmly, and on your terms. My goal is for every person I work with to have clarity. Clarity on what you want, clarity on what the process looks like, and clarity on how to get from thinking about it to actually doing it without the stress. That's why I make these videos, because the more you know going in, the better this experience feels. And I want to make it feel really good for you. I would love for you to leave a comment below or ask me a question. Tell me what word comes to mind when you hear the word downsizing. I'm genuinely curious, and I think the answers are going to be fascinating. I read every one and stick around to the end because I'll be closing with the thing that nobody tells you about and why the word downsizing might actually be the problem. And I think it's going to surprise you. If you're new here, welcome. Hit subscribe and ring the bell. Every week, I put out a new video for Westchester and Fairfield homeowners who are thinking about what the next chapter looks like. Can we just start by acknowledging that the word downsizing is terrible? Downsizing. It sounds like a demotion, something that happens to you. Like the universe looked at your life and said, yeah, let's take that down a notch. No wonder people resist. So I want to offer you a different word. Actually, two words: right-sizing and alignment. Right-sizing means finding a home that fits your life right now. Not the life you had 20 years ago when you needed all the extra bedrooms and the playroom and the mudroom for the 6 pairs of soccer cleats. And alignment means a home that works with your life instead of you working around your home. When those two things click into place, that's when people say, I wish I had done this sooner. Think of how much of your time on the weekend goes to the house, the yard, the gutters, the deck that needs staining again, the basement project that's been on the list since 2015. When you right size, you get that time and mental space back. Another gain: money, property taxes and utilities on a larger space, maintenance, repairs, insurance, a lawn service, snow removal, all that adds up over 10 years. And it's a number that gets people's attention. Right-sizing often means right-sizing those expenses also. Another gain: energy. There's a low-level mental weight that comes with a home that is more than you need. The rooms that you walk past and think, I really should deal with that. Like me, every time I go to do laundry, I'm like, oh, this basement, I really need to do that. People tell me after the move, I feel lighter, not just physically, but mentally. So another gain: intention. When you right-size thoughtfully, you get to make choices. You get to say, this is what I want my life to look like now. Not a smaller life, but a more intentional life. The house holds things. The height marks on the door frame, the yard where the kids grew up, the kitchen where every holiday happened for 30 years, the neighborhood where you know every neighbor's dog's name. That's not nothing. That's everything. The memories do not live in the walls. They live in you. You take them with you. The first conversation I have with clients is never about square footage. It's about, what does a great week look like for you? We build the picture of the life first. Then we find the home that fits it. There's no deadline here. No one making you do this by Thursday. The most thoughtful moves I have been part of have started with a conversation 12 to 18 months out before anything happened. The move and this stuff are two separate projects. There's a whole episode coming on just this stuff. I promise. For now, you don't have to solve all of it before you get started. Working with a senior real estate specialist means working with someone who understands the emotional and logistical complexities of this specific transition, not just the transaction, but the whole chapter. I'm Lori Morrow, a local realtor and senior real estate specialist, serving Westchester and Fairfield counties. I guide homeowners 60 and over through the process of selling their home and finding their next one, seamlessly, calmly, and on your terms. My goal is always clarity. If anything in this video gave you that, even just a little, I would love to connect. I promise the thing that nobody tells you. The home you're moving into will feel like home faster than you think. People are terrified that they will never stop missing the old house. And yes, there's real emotion in leaving a place you loved. But every single client who has gone through this process thoughtfully has told me the same thing. It felt like home sooner than I expected. The new place becomes yours. The routines settle in. The neighbors become familiar, and then one day you realize you're not missing the old house. You're just living your life in a home that actually fits it. So if this resonated, if something shifted slightly, I would love to talk to you. Reach out. My contact information is right below. If you found this helpful, please hit subscribe and ring the bell. I post new videos every week for homeowners in Westchester and Fairfield who are thinking about what the next chapter looks like. Coming up, what to do with 40 years of belongings, the emotional side of leaving your family home, and what your home is worth right now. Leave a comment below or ask me a question. I read them all. Your question might just become a future episode. So see you next week.